But I am a killer. I've killed 3 other people. Yeah, well, 4, but one of them, I'm sure they're dead, but I don't know.
Who's the 3 other people?
Prostitutes.
Where?
When?
Where? When?
Let's see.
This is Richard Paul White. He's sitting in an interrogation room in Colorado because his friend Jason Richard was found dead with a gunshot wound to the head. White says it was an accident. They were cleaning guns and his Glock went off. That's why detectives brought him in. But what detectives didn't know, what nobody knew, was that the man sitting in that chair had been killing women for years. And he was about to tell them everything. Not because they caught him, not because they had evidence, because he couldn't stop himself from confessing. His father was a murder investigator. He taught Richard Paul White how to hide bodies, destroy evidence, and avoid detection. And it worked. Nobody was looking for these women. Nobody had reported them missing. If White hadn't accidentally shot his friend, he would still be out there.
I cinched it up and prayed out loud, like yelling, praying.
While you're doing it?
Yeah. Because I knew Jesus was standing right there. I know you guys are just here. I mean, I know nobody here cares about me. I know you guys have objective motives. I just want you to know that. I know that. I'm not being involved right here.
I'm not playing the trick. Okay?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You're okay.
Not really.
Now,
I'm sick.
what kind of stuff?
My head's somewhere. Can't stop doing things. Can't stop cruising the facts. I can't stop. And I need this to stop. I either need to die or to be away forever, and I can't be away forever. And I know that once this goes through, you're gonna kill me. So.
In September 2004, Jason Richard was found in his apartment with a gunshot wound to the head. White claimed it was an accidental discharge while cleaning guns. The police weren't sure they believed him, but what nobody expected was that this interrogation, which started as a single shooting investigation, would end with White confessing to 5 murders, drawing maps to buried bodies, and offering to lead detectives to the graves himself.
Why don't you just tell us what happened?
There was an accident. We were just sitting there and we were cleaning our guns.
Who's we?
Jason and myself.
Good.
You know, Jason was my best friend. He cleaned his bread, I cleaned my clock. And we were sitting there, we were talking. And I said, see, you don't want Glock. They're so dangerous, and we were just fucking around. And my gun went off.
How did it go up?
I don't, to tell you the truth, one minute we're sitting there talking, laughing, and the next minute he's got a hole in his head.
Tell me how it happened.
I didn't think it was loaded. I didn't even have a clip in it, but it was apparently chambered. And I told him the only way you can tell with these, and then when I came around like that, I was going to pull the trigger, because when you have a trigger back on a Glock, it's safe. That's the only way you can tell a Glock's safe. And it popped him.
Where were you at? Where were you?
Up in his bedroom.
Where at in his bedroom?
He was laying up against the bed, and I was sitting there on the floor.
Okay.
Well, I guess, okay, we did smoke some pot that night. It hasn't been 4 nights then. We smoked some pot that night.
What night was that?
I'm gonna have to say Monday. I got a piece of paper right here. I can grab it and
I'm sorry?
I just want this piece of paper. If you guys found him Tuesday, it says, then it was Monday.
About what time?
He got shot at 8:30.
How do you know it was 8:30?
I looked at the clock.
What clock?
One over on his television. It was like a cable box, and it said what time it was.
In the bedroom?
No, I walked out of the bedroom. I fucking freaked out.
Okay.
I was disgusted.
What kind of bread did you have?
Yeah, he had a 92 FS.
Okay. 9?
Mm-hmm.
You had what kind of clock?
22, 40 caliber.
40? So what were you doing in the bedroom? You'd already cleaned the guns?
Yeah. We just went up there and he was looking through his shit, looking for some more pot.
What kind of shit?
He looked through his drawers and he looked on his headboard, looked in his closet, and then he looked in his little safe.
Where's his little safe?
It's gone.
Okay. Where was it? His little safe.
Right behind him.
Well, if he's
On the
leaning
bed. It was right behind him on the bed.
on top of the bed.
Yep.
Okay.
And when the bullet went through his head, the reason you guys didn't find a shell casing, the reason you guys didn't find the shell, or the bullet itself, is because it hit the fucking safe. And then I found it.
Okay. Where was it?
It was laying. Here's the bed. Here's Jason. The bullet was right over here.
Laying on the bed.
Yeah. No, on the side of the bed on the floor.
So were you seated or standing?
I
or
was sitting.
on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what happened?
The reason we were sitting, he said he had a hell of a hangover, and we were just sitting there talking. Then I just got up, and I was looking at him and staring at him, and I could hear the blood running out of his head. Sounded like somebody pouring water on the floor.
And
No. I'm sorry, man. That's my
Okay.
friend. Then I got real scared. Like, oh my god, here we go. I picked up the shell casing. I could smell the gunpowder in the air. I looked over and there was a bullet. And I panicked. I grabbed those things. I saw that the bullet had hit the safe. I grabbed the safe. I grabbed his cell phone.
where was the cell phone?
It was on the floor next to him. He was waiting on a phone call. I don't know from who.
Okay.
Then, the reason I told you to take on gloves, I started wiping everything with those gloves.
What did you wipe?
Everything, man. Doorknobs. Toilet.
What toilet?
Upstairs.
Okay.
The refrigerator. The bong.
Which bone?
I only know that there was one, that's little purple one that was sitting on the coffee table downstairs.
Downstairs.
Or in the living room, yeah.
Where were your gloves? You said you grabbed the gloves. Where were they?
They were in my pocket. I drive with them.
Okay. The ones you gave me tonight.
I don't always wear camouflage. Only when I'm up in the mountains, hiding from everybody. Devil himself.
So, where were the gloves at that time? What were you wearing?
I already threw away all my clothes.
What were you
I
wearing?
had on some Levi's, and I had on my socks, because we were just hanging out, we weren't going anywhere or anything like that. And my gloves were in my back pocket. I'm wondering, I think I grabbed my gloves out of the car and had them in my back pocket when I had my gun, when I went to go get my gun to clean it. Because I asked him if I could clean my gun. I didn't have any gun cleaner, and he did.
How did you get there?
I drove
What did you drive?
my car, 79 Cutlass Supreme,
Where is it now?
2.5 blocks from there.
Which direction? Do you know what street you parked it on?
I can draw you a map, though. I don't know.
Okay.
Out Mansfield to Salon, then you go east, and I think it's either the first or the second right. It'll be parked on the right-hand side, facing south.
Mansfield to Salon, and then what?
Go east on Salon until it's either the first or the second right.
How did it end up over there?
I took off. I got scared. I just freaked out, wiped everything off. I took off, and my car started dying out because it's a piece of crap, and I parked it, and I panicked.
Okay.
And I went back to the house. I got his keys.
About what time was this?
I was probably there for an hour, thinking 9:30.
Okay. You walked back?
Yeah,
Where did you get his keys from?
inside the house, on the table,
Which table?
coffee table in the living room.
Where the bomb was?
Mhm.
Was. Okay. You got his keys and then what?
I jumped in his truck. Well, I jumped in his truck, and his ATM was in there, and his credit card was in there.
Where were they?
They were in the ashtray because he doesn't smoke.
How about his wallet?
Um,
Straight up.
think it was in the bedroom.
You took it.
I looked through it. I needed cash. I needed to get the hell out.
I understand that. Did you take the wallet?
No.
What'd you do with the wallet after you looked through it?
I think it's in the safe.
Okay.
Was there any cash in the wallet?
$24.
Did you take it out?
I did.
Okay.
What else was in the wallet?
A lot of paperwork, a lot of receipts.
What kind of shit did you take?
I took $22. I took an ATM card, and I took
Out of the wallet?
no, I took the money out of the wallet.
Okay.
And then his credit card and his ATM were in the truck, in the ashtray. And I boogied.
How about the safe?
I grabbed it because I wasn't trying to rob him. He was already dead. It doesn't matter, I know. But there was a fucking ballistic mark. There's a bullet hole on it, you know? The bullet didn't go through it. But I just wanted to take everything.
Okay. What else did you take?
Took his gun,
The
Where
barrette.
was that at the time?
sitting right next to him.
On the floor?
Yeah. We would always hang out and play with our guns all the time. It was just something we liked to do. I told him how I liked his better than mine, but I could only afford the Glock.
Was his loaded?
Yes, it was.
Mag in
Chambered
the... It was next to him?
right next to him.
Okay. Wasn't in his holster.
No, it had been. I didn't take it out of his holster.
Okay.
You know, there's 3 other murders we gotta talk about.
We got plenty of time, RP. Just take care of Jason.
This one was an accident. Doesn't matter. And you know what? I knew you guys wouldn't think it was an accident. I knew you guys would fuck me on this, but
RP,
that's
we're
why I
not
got
trying
scared.
to fuck you on
I fucked
anything.
myself. I know. I
We,
got scared.
we weren't there.
I got scared, man. You know, on one side of the world, I don't have nobody to call. I can't call my father. I can't call anybody. I've recently got to talk to my mom for the first time in 8 years. None of this matters, but I don't have anybody in the world. And then one person I thought I did have just fucking knocked me out tonight. And that's okay. I don't even care. But, you know, here's Jason. And Jason has helped me out. He's let me sleep on his couch. He helped me get a job. You know? He was my only friend. I did not mean to kill him.
I wasn't there.
I know.
RP. I don't know.
It was me and
I
Jason.
don't know you, man.
I know.
You know, there's...
We can't smoke in here. I'm
maybe.
freaking out. I'm going to tell you everything, man.
Okay. How long after this tragedy do you think you were in the house?
An hour.
And what were you doing in that hour?
Cleaning off my fingerprints, wondering what I had touched during the night, thinking how I can get out of here without anybody knowing I was here, but I knew that was impossible. You know?
And how did you clean the
Those
fingerprints?
gloves.
Anything else?
No. Just my gloves.
Did you move Jason at all?
No. I didn't even touch him while I reached out.
Did you render aid at all? Try to help him?
I screamed his name. There was no helping him, man. He was a good guy. And I'm so sorry for him and his family.
For all indications, he was a very good guy.
He was. Hard-working man. You know? He took me up camping on Labor Day weekend so I could see a lot of my old friends that I hadn't seen in years.
Where'd you go camping?
We went up there to the other side of Pike National Forest, Brian Sliegel's place. I met Jason when I was, he was working on the press, and I was feeding paper for him. On a press, we put paper in it. By the truckload.
Was that at Aspen?
Yeah. I met him in Aspen.
About how long ago?
5 years, maybe. I could be wrong. I'm thinking 5 years. I'm not real good with time.
That's good. Neither am I.
It escapes me.
So the safe, the cell phone, the keys, the inevitable ride,
The inevitable ride.
change, anything else? Safe contained the 22.
Receipts and the 22.
What did you do with the safe?
Threw it all away. The change included, and the cell phone. I put it in the dumpster.
Where at?
Guess it doesn't matter at this point, huh?
No.
Can we please have a cigarette?
Tell you what, I have to Detective Loosen.
I'll blow it the other way. I'll sit back, and I'm going to hand you guys the world today. I really am.
I'm going to hand you guys the world today. The detectives came in for one shooting. White just promised them everything. And the way he said it, sitting back asking for a cigarette, calm. This isn't a man being broken by evidence. This is a man who has been waiting to say this.
I'm just stressing out. I can't think clearly.
Okay.
You know, I believe in God too, and this doesn't scare me. The hell does.
Do you have a cigarette, detective?
Tell you whatever you want to know. I just want some closure for the family. I want them to know. He wasn't up to no good. He wasn't doing anything bad. He wasn't, you know.
They know that, RP. They know that.
Where's the dumpster that you put this stuff in?
1299 Harrison.
What's a 1299 Harrison?
I used to live there. I know it's a dark alley. I know there's an open dumpster that nobody really cares about.
When did you dump it?
A little bit later, because I went to the ATM.
Which ATM?
There's I think it's a 7-Eleven on Islet.
Islet and?
Close to Sable. I'm not sure. Just east of Sable, I think.
I don't know, 7-Eleven.
Conco. Big gas station. Wait. Nope. I went there and I got gas for the truck. That's where I filled up with gas. And I went in and bought some smokes.
Got a receipt? Okay.
I'm sure I'm on camera. And then I use his ATM. They'll be over.
How do you know his PIN?
It's 2129. I've always known it
How did you know it?
because he gave it to me because I'd go get money sometimes so that we can get some pot because you'd have to wait on the guys.
Okay. So you hit the facts. Use the ATM. We go down and get gas.
Yeah, I went and got gas, got some Gatorade, some cigarettes,
Who you smoke?
Marlboro Reds in the box. Not anymore, apparently.
I'm gonna be smoking Camel Wides tonight.
I hope soon.
Memento. And then where did you go? Did you go to Colfax as soon as you filled up with gas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna leave town.
And go where?
I was gonna go fucking. I was gonna go to Canada or Mexico.
So
Anyway,
you went over there about 6.
ish, yeah.
You parked
Right in the driveway, right on the south side of his truck. Because his truck was always parked on the north side of his.
on the right side of the road.
On the right side, yes.
That's about 6.
Yeah.
So how long do you think you were in the house before the shit happened?
Hour and a half, 2 hours. Not long. We sat there and I asked him if I can clean a gun. And he said, yeah, I had to clean his. And we did that. And we were watching some TV. And I'm trying to remember what was on, but I don't remember.
Lower level or upper level?
In the middle where the big TV is.
Okay.
He earned all that stuff. He worked his ass off for it. Everybody thought he was just a rich boy. But you know what?
So you were there about an hour and a half, you said,
Say.
before the shit happened?
Yeah.
And then I think you said earlier, correct me if I'm wrong, about an hour and a half after the shit happened, you were cleaning up?
Hour. I'd say more towards an hour. Hour and a half, hour.
When did you dump the cutlass?
Right then, right when I left.
After you cleaned up?
Yeah.
And
Because I just stayed in the house.
you drove the cutlass about a block and a half away, I think
Yeah, I
you
drove
said.
it up to Mansfield, then this way, and then right over here. I parked it. I walked back.
So you go up to Mansfield. Mansfield, he lives on
I
Mansfield.
know. So I drove on Mansfield from his house
Mm-hmm.
to Salon, or CEO, whatever
Right.
it is. And can you have a cigarette? And I bust them east and go 1 or 2. It's either the first or the second right.
And then you took a right,
Yeah.
just parked it.
Yeah.
How far off of Sidland?
Oh, half a block, if that.
Okay.
The car was sputtering. It was going to die on me. That's the only reason I went back and got his truck. You know, I was just leaving.
Did you have his keys when you
Nope.
split?
No, I did not. I had to go back and get the keys.
Okay.
I'm not bullshitting you guys. I'm not gonna.
Hey, you have no.
I know, but my dad was a murder investigator. I know you got to ask all the same questions over and over again.
Duke?
Yeah.
You want something to drink? Coffee,
Please.
Coke?
Coca-Cola would be great.
Straight? Or light?
Straight.
So after you came back, you got the truck. You go get gas. Hit the ATM. How much did you take out of the ATM?
I tried for $250. It wouldn't let me. I took $240.
Then what'd you do?
Started cruising in Colfax because I was gonna leave,
Mm-hmm.
and then I figured I'd get laid first.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
That's all right. So did you pick anybody up?
I did, yeah. Picked up 3 girls that night.
Do you know any of them?
Yep, one of them,
Who was that?
I can get the smoke.
Teresa. Oh, thank you.
Teresa?
Yeah,
White, black?
white, thin as a rail. She lives on like 10th and Logan. Yeah, she went with me.
Did you pick her up at her place or
No, on the street.
on the fax?
Yeah. I
So-
never knew where she lived before that.
Okay. So you pick her up, you tell her what happened?
Well, we're doing our thing, and then she says she wants to get some crack.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm leaving town. Where are you going? I said, I'm going to Mexico. She said, I want to go. I said, you better be sure, because I'm really leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, oh, well, let's really go, but I got to get some crack first. So, because I had no intentions of coming in here, ever. I wanted to die. In fact, tonight when the fucking SWAT teams were all in fucking set up commandos, when they all, yeah, and you can write down, I still want to die. I gotta go face God, you know. I'm just glad that this is over with. And that, look, Jason was a fuck up, and I fucked up with Jason. That was a mistake. But I am a killer. I've killed 3 other people. Yeah, well, 4, but one of them, I'm sure they're dead, but I don't know.
Who's the 3 other people?
Prostitutes.
Where?
When?
Where? When?
Let's see. If I had my driver's license, I could tell you to the day. Because it was the day after I got my driver's license.
Get your driver's license in 2002.
Okay. Then that's January sometime.
Where at?
I drive by it every day. You know, I cry about it all the time. I'm not remorseful or non-remorseful jerk or anything.
That's it, huh?
I'm kind of unique, I guess, in that kind of respect.
The detectives just went from investigating one accidental shooting to sitting across from a man who claims to have killed 5 women. He remembers the dates, he remembers the locations, he remembers what they looked like, and he wants to talk. What follows is the most detailed serial killer confession this channel has ever covered. White will describe each victim, where he found them, how he killed them, where he buried them, and why he prayed with every single one before he took their lives.
But I picked up this girl,
Where?
the bus stop at, I'm going to say Havana. I'm going to say Havana. There's like a big parking lot on the east side of Colfax. I'll tell you where they're buried.
Okay, Havana and Colfax.
Yeah, just east of that, you go, and then there's like an old,
Next to 7-Eleven.
maybe it's Peoria, then, because I'm not remembering 7-Eleven.
You know where Nick's Liquors is?
No, I don't pay attention to signs.
Conoco.
Can I drive for you real quick?
Sure.
Colfax. Either Havana, okay, this is east. This is either Havana or Peoria. I'm not sure. There's a bus stop right here, and it's a shelter one. And the only reason I did these things is because I'm sick.
Okay.
I know, doesn't matter. But there's like a big building here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a liquor store. I think there's a liquor store right over here, like on a little strip mall.
Okay.
And I picked this girl up here.
January 2002.
Right.
Black girl, white girl.
I think she was dark. I don't know if she was black. She looked foreign. She's real tall, real thin. And you know what? I want their families to have some peace. Because
Okay.
you know what? I've loved someone and had them leave just overnight and not tell me, and it drove me fucking crazy.
It does. It
And I
does.
can't imagine what these families are going through. And I don't want them to go through that. So I know, none of this matters. But
Sure. So you picked a girl up.
yeah, $60 she died over, and I didn't even have any money.
So what happened after you picked her up?
I said, how much to go home with me for a little bit? I said, I got $60. Will that do it? I said, just an hour. She says, okay. So we drove back and we went into the house.
Back where?
2885 Albion.
Okay. Were you living by yourself then?
Nope. I had a girlfriend.
Was she there?
Nope.
Okay, you went to 2885 Albion. And then what?
kill me over all this. You guys got the gas chamber or the electric chamber? Don't matter. I just. After this, I have hell to look forward to, so. I'm so excited.
So you went to 2885 Alpine.
Yeah, we went downstairs into the basement. She started giving me head, and I told her just to stop. I tied her up and strangled her.
Where'd you tie her up?
Cord,
What kind of cord?
nylon.
Rope?
Yeah, like camping supply shit.
Where'd you strangle her with?
Same thing.
Then what?
All of her clothes off of her. Put everything she owned in a bag. I put her inside of a duffel bag. And then I took her south to Mesita, Colorado, which is a long fucking ways away.
Where your dad lives?
Yep. I buried her. But the dogs dug her up.
Okay.
3 months later, I went back and she was a skeleton.
So you took her down there. What did you do with her clothes and shit?
Took them back to my dad's house and burned them.
Burned?
Mm-hmm.
Did you keep anything?
Not from her.
Anything like this?
No, because there was. Man, I watched the news. I watched everything. I've been up and down looking for flyers. Nobody cared. Nobody missed her.
It's a girl with that.
Yeah, nobody cares about those people. You know what? And they're at the lowest point in their life, and what am I doing? I'm out here fucking killing.
Well, it appears you have some empathy.
I have a lot of empathy. You know, nobody cares
I can
about
tell.
these people.
I can
Nobody
tell.
cares. I feel bad. You know, she was at the lowest point in her fucking life.
So how many times have you been back there?
Mesita, or to her grave,
Let's see. To her grave.
10, 15.
How soon afterwards?
I
did you
brought
go
her
back?
flowers. I went 3 months afterwards because I was scared. I wanted to see if anybody had found her.
Is there anything now, like flowers,
Oh, probably.
for lack of a better term, memorial of some sort?
I put some rocks in form of a cross shaped south because she believed in God. Last time I went down there and stole a 357 Magnum from my dad, the reason he hasn't spoken to me anymore.
When was that?
It's been since I was in Pueblo, so a couple months. Yeah, just a couple months ago.
And RP, it's not that I
It's
don't.
okay.
It's not that I don't believe you or anything, but just to verify, would you be willing to take us there?
Absolutely. Can I go?
Well, hell yeah, I can't take us there.
I'll take you there right now, man. The poor girl. You know what? Okay, she's dead. There's nothing we can do for her but pray for her. And you know what? She went straight to heaven because we prayed. We prayed before I killed her.
Who prayed?
Me and her. I said we have to pray together because if two people come together in God's name, He'll listen.
It's this girl in the facts prayed with you.
It's me. Here I am in all my fury and all my anger. She was terrified.
She knows what's up.
I told her I was going to kill her.
Did you have her in a hold, or did you have?
I made her get down on the
shit
ground and I
around
wrapped around her fucking hands up. And once she was tied up, then I wasn't scared of her anymore or getting away or anything. Man, you guys, I'm so glad I'm caught because I've had girls running down the street away from me in handcuffs fucking 10 times at least. That's a messed up cut. It's got a skull on this side of it. And when I said she had perfect teeth, okay, this girl, she was blind. And I knew it was supposed to be because I had this tattoo a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
And she was blind in her right eye because when she was 3 years old, she fell off of her grandmother had her and was feeding her, and she fell and the fork got her in the eye. She was very thin, had very black.
Oh, is this a girl?
Yeah, this is the
Colfax
same girl.
Ontario?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 others to tell you about too.
Oh, we got time then.
She has hair down to about here, and she'd just gotten it done. She looked really nice, you know, and she was very pretty. She had perfect teeth. And I noticed people's teeth.
Do you know this girl?
No.
Seen her on the facts before?
No, and that's how I knew I'd get away with it. Because it was,
And you said you didn't know if she was black, Hispanic,
I think
white,
she was-
mulatto.
she looked like she was from the Caribbean. She was dark.
She give you a name or
She did, and I don't remember. I only remember one of the girls' names.
$60?
60 bucks. Can't believe it.
Been doing this shit a long time. I don't believe anything.
I can't believe that she died over, and I didn't even have any money.
That's the last one?
No, that was the first time I ever killed anybody
First
in my life.
First time. And it was ligature or strangle?
Yeah.
How long did it take?
Too long. People say you die real quick. You don't. It took her probably, almost 10 minutes.
Okay.
A lifetime.
She died?
Just try it. She was on her. I'll show you right where in the house because there's stains from each murder.
What kind of stain?
No disrespect to her, yeah.
Okay.
She pissed herself.
Where's your old lady then? I'm sorry.
No,
The
no,
woman,
no.
Your former
Hazel.
girlfriend.
Shit. I'm thinking she's out of town for a few days. She might have been with her mom in Oklahoma, or, I'm not real clear about that. I had other things on my mind. I knew she wasn't coming back. I knew I had doubts to myself.
Your old lady, or your
My
Hazel,
girl.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's all right, man. I don't
Any
care.
disrespect.
Nothing matters at this point, man.
And you didn't keep anything.
Not from her because I was terrified. My dad was a murder investigator. No, I knew better.
Okay.
I knew better. I knew that.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do. You want to be able to find that stuff and make sure that it sticks.
No. Well, like I said, we've been doing this shit for a long time, and I just know sometimes people
Keep stuff.
keep stuff.
I have.
You
I
should
keep stuff.
You should respect. I mean,
I told her to not cry. I told her it'll be okay and she'll be in heaven soon and all this will be over and she'll never have to be on the packs anymore. I told her no more bad stuff.
better life.
No more bad stuff. Better life. Those are the last words a serial killer said to his first victim before strangling her for 10 minutes. He told her she was going to heaven. He told her it would be okay. And then he killed her. The question this case forces you to sit with: is this remorse? Is this manipulation? Or is this a man so disconnected from reality that he genuinely believes killing someone is an act of mercy?
So how about the second girl,
All right.
RP?
Analia Maria Gonzalez.
What was the first name?
Analia. I have no idea how to spell.
Analethea?
Yeah, Analia Maria Gonzalez. Beautiful little girl.
And where was she?
On Parole and Colfax. Just
Parole.
north of Colfax on Parole. She was looking for crack and looking for a ride.
How do you know her?
I didn't.
How do you know her name?
She told me, and she was
Okay, what happened then?
picked her up. She says, I said, how much? Blah, blah, blah. She said, well, I just want to get some crack and we can do whatever. So I took her out down Pearl. She got out, got some crack, and then
Did you pay for it?
I don't smoke crack. I don't fucking do this
What were we
shit.
talking to? 40?
$40, something like that. So then we go, girls are so trusting, it's unbelievable. So we go up to Lookout Mountain and I fuck her up there on a little parking area, And then we're coming back down and I'm thinking about killing her right there. Because I'm thinking I'm in the mountains, but I know it's way too populated. And that's the way to find her before she's rotten. So I say, okay, whatever. So we go back down. And I have no more money at this point. But I got to get her into the house. So I tell her my girlfriend has money in the safe, which was a lie.
She wants more rock.
Yeah. It's an addiction. They say there's a war on crime? My ass. There's fucking crack cocaine on every corner.
So you go to Albion again, or
Yeah,
was this another
sure
girl?
did. Went to Albion Street, walked in the door, and I tackled her. That fast. And she got scared, and I told her I wouldn't hurt her as long as everything was okay. She said, I just want to get out of town. Me and my mom have been fighting. So that sucks, Her and her mother are fighting. And she leaves in a storming rage, never to be seen again.
Were you
How
living
fucking
with
hell
Hazel
is
then?
Yeah.
So you tackled her, then what happened?
Handcuffs on her. Don't ask me what the handcuffs are. I don't know. I've had fucking 100 pairs in my life, man. I've had 6 bulletproof vests. I've had all.
Where was Hazel that night?
I don't know. She was gone again. She used to just take off a lot. I don't know where she was.
Okay,
I
so
knew she wasn't coming back, so I tackled her.
you handcuffed her.
Handcuffed her.
And?
Oh, I raped her.
And?
And I told her that I had to kill her because I couldn't let her go because she knew where I lived.
Then what?
where we had to pray. And we prayed. And we prayed and we prayed and we prayed. And I kept praying for God to show me a different way out, any other way than to kill her. But he didn't tell me.
And then what did you do?
I kept her for a while, made her take a bath.
What was the reason you?
I was trying to get rid of all the evidence and stuff. I made her douche and shit. I'm sorry. I don't mean to talk like that. I know I have to right now, but so we went into we were in the bedroom, we were in the living room, we were all over the place. I figured it was the end of my life. I might as well do what I was gonna do. I never beat him. I never beat him up. I never hurt him like that. I was very nice, and I just cried a lot with them when they were alive.
So what did you do with the girl?
Buried her in the backyard.
Backyard of where?
2885 Analia Street. Ask Hazel's dad whenever I built the fence around his house, because it wasn't too long after that. Because that's the only way I was able to bury her, because we had a fence in between. Good fences make good neighbors.
So you buried her prior to or after the fence?
After I built the fence.
After.
Now, does Hazel's dad live next door? Or
He owns a place.
He owns a place and he's letting Hazel and I stay there for cheap. Beautiful home.
So was it convenient because you just built the fence?
I had not planned it. Yeah, I didn't plan on doing that. We built the fence because we kept having people coming to the house, or coming to the house trying to buy crack. Because whoever lived there before the house blew up, it's a brand new house. That house, that one that used to be there, blew up. They buried it in the back, and then they built a brand new house. Hazel's dad bought that house.
Would you dig the hole with?
Shovel.
Okay. You didn't use an existing trench or ditch or.
No.
How deep do you think?
I know exactly how deep. There's a house. There's one other house over here. This is 29th.
Okay. How soon after?
You know, I'm not telling you guys this stuff because I'm scared, and I'm not telling you because I think I'm busted, because you guys had not a fucking clue about any of it.
No.
But I'm doing this. I want everybody. I just want it to be known. I don't want their families to suffer, and I'm so sorry that they lost their lives. I'm sorry.
How old of a girl was she?
Maybe 20.
What'd she look like?
Beautiful.
Age?
Short, Hispanic, about 19. Beautiful. I think brown eyes. I'm thinking brown.
How'd you kill her?
I strangled her with a belt. I told her, and I didn't want her scared either. I told her I was going to let her go. I told her, you don't have to be scared, okay? Because I didn't want her to sit there and be terrified the whole time and then get killed. I didn't want to hurt her like that or torture her and bullshit. You know, it was already, and I knew it had to be done at that point. You see, I believe I'm possessed. I know that sounds weird, but I can't seem to stop. I'm a good-hearted person. I've done a lot of good in my life. I've done great things, you know, but I can't stop. I can now, but
Yeah, the girl at Colfax in Peoria, her van, you estimated 10 minutes. How about this girl?
something happened with her, because I told her I had to tie her up. I had to make her naked so that she wouldn't run, and she cried. I was reassuring her she was okay, and then I fucking tightened the belt around her neck.
Was she naked prior to?
No, I had her clothes. I put her clothes on her so that she. I mean, we'd had sex, done our thing. For Hazel must have been gone a long time because I had her for quite a while. Had her about a day or so.
How do you keep her a day or so?
Handcuffed her. What are you gonna do?
Handcuffed anything?
No.
Just handcuffed?
Yep. And then when I went to sleep, I handcuffed her to me so that if she got up to leave, she couldn't go nowhere.
Never fight?
No. She just wanted to live. She told me, I just want to leave the state with my friend. I just want to go. She said, I know, I'm down here on the Colfax. I'm fucking up. I shouldn't be down here. I know. And she was a good girl. She came from money. Where are her parents? They're in the... See, I kept her driver's license. And then I got all scared and I chopped up in little tiny pieces and threw it out as I'm driving down the highway. And piece here, piece there.
Afterward?
Yeah.
What do you do with the rest of her shit?
$12.99 Harrison. I threw it in that dumpster.
Your former residence? So, she was with you, what, a day and a half, you said?
Mm-hmm.
What time of day did you bury her?
I dug a hole right in the middle of the day. Right in daylight.
Put the fence up then, right?
With the fence up.
Is it like a 6-foot wood or what kind
Yeah,
of
it's 6 foot on the inside, but it's better than 7 on the outside because the ground goes down.
Okay.
I didn't pull a permit or anything.
So how long after you used the belt to strangle her did you bury her?
Oh, Jesus. I left her in a... Hazel was coming home because I put her in a box. Put her in a little tiny box. She was little. She fit in a little
What kind of
tiny
box?
A plastic, like storage thing like you buy from Walmart, you know, the lid that goes over the top.
Did you have it at the house?
It was at the house. It was a toy box at one time. I dumped it. That's right. I dumped all the fucking toys out of it.
And buried her in the plastic box?
Mhm.
I'm sorry you lost me.
Yeah, okay. I put her in the box. She's downstairs in the basement,
Uh-huh.
in the laundry room.
This is after you strangled her.
Yeah, she was dead.
Okay. Empty the
But something
toys out?
happened to her. Her fucking blood came out of her. And that freaked me out because the first one didn't. There was no blood or anything. But she had blood coming out of her nose and out of her mouth. I assumed I shattered that bone or whatever.
About how long after you strangled her did
Did she
you
die?
purge? No, the blood.
Oh, as soon as I did, she started
Oh,
bleeding.
okay.
I thought maybe she hemorrhaged. I thought maybe she had something wrong with her, and that it happened because she couldn't breathe. So I wrapped it up, and then I just held on to her. But we prayed before we did that. We prayed again and again.
And when did the plastic toy box come into play?
As soon as I realized that she was dead, I had to put her body in something.
Okay.
Hazel was going to come home, and I didn't have time to bury her.
And she's bleeding.
And she's bleeding, and right away I put a piece of plastic under her mouth, a plastic bag, so they would catch everything. But there was still blood. I'm going to show you where it's at.
And when did you kept her how long in the box before you buried her?
Day, 2 days.
Did you?
I couldn't get the hole dug because it was fucking cold, and I had to use a pick to get through the permafrost, or whatever, or not permafrost, but through the ice. And then I realized that the ground was real hard, and then I realized if you just put a hose in the ground and run the hose, as long as it's not frozen, it'll soften it up. And so then I did that, and then I got down as far as I could, and then filled it up with water again, let it soak in, and I dug it out.
Softened it up.
Yeah.
You said that there are stains at the house on
Yep.
Albion. Where are those stains?
I poured bleach on the one on her stain.
Where were they?
Okay.
That's proof number 2 there. Thanks. The reason I ask you some things, RP, is because I've been around way too long and seen way too much shit. A lot of times this shit happens, and I've seen circumstances like this, and a lot of times this shit happens during sex.
I wasn't having sex with her at that point.
Were you clothed?
Yeah.
Okay. So, number 2, this young lady, what did you do with her clothing?
$12.99 Harrison.
All of her clothing?
All of it. I kept
Driver's license?
her driver's license. I kept her watch. I put her watch right up by where you guys found me tonight, out in the forest, so that she'd know what time it is.
Okay. Now it appears that you show respect. Is there again a memorial, monument to where this watch is?
There was just a tree, and we were up hunting, and it was just the prettiest tree around. And I was thinking about her, and I knew she was right there with me, and I could hear all the demons telling me shit.
How many times have you been back to this tree? Never?
I can't find it. We were back out in the woods. I can't find it. I've looked.
When you say we,
Me and Mark.
what mark is this?
Mark Mathis. You know, I told him I killed people. I told everybody. That's what sucks. I told everybody.
Who's everybody? Mark Mathis.
Mark. Jason knew I was a killer. My sister knows I'm a killer who ratted me out tonight.
How's she know?
I told her. She knows where they're at.
How's she know where they're at?
I told her I had to confess. I couldn't. It was killing me.
Plot to hold in.
You have no idea.
White told his friend Jason. He told his friend Mark. He told his sister Danielle. He told just about everybody. He walked around Colorado telling people he was a serial killer, and nobody called the police until his sister finally did. When Danielle turned him in, friends and family turned against her. She lost her job. She fell into alcoholism. The woman who stopped a serial killer was punished by the people around her for doing the right thing.
Maybe you do. I don't know. I hope you don't.
Mark, Danielle, what's your sister's name?
Danielle, Kathleen, White.
Who else did you tell?
Just about everybody I meet. I tell everybody I'm a serial killer. I tell everybody I can't stop.
Why do you think you do this?
Because I got these voices telling me that nobody likes me, that I'm a failure. Because I've hated my mother. I know everybody thinks that it all boils down to that, but it doesn't. Because no matter how good I am to women, I'm very good to them. They always cheat on me.
Is it, and I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, you're not.
Is it anger? Is it thrill? I've seen it, we've seen it all.
I know. It's not a thrill because you know what? I used to think I had that in my heart. When I went and got that first girl, I thought that this was something I was going to want to do.
With desire?
There was a desire there. I wanted power. It was a power thing at first. And the second that I had her all tied up, there was fear.
Is that one or two?
Number one. I killed her out of fear because she was going to tell on me.
No, I'm sorry, what number?
Number one.
Okay.
I told her, I knew she was going to tell on me. And I was scared. And I told her I wanted to let her go, and I did. I wanted to let her go so bad. So I was done. I had sex with her, and whatever rage I was feeling, I didn't feel that anymore. Nothing.
Rage toward who?
Everything. Mostly women, I guess.
So what are we talking? How many months here? Like 9, 10, 11? Between 1 and 2?
10, maybe less.
Or you desire between?
Lots of desire.
Desire to kill.
Yeah, every day. I
Did
think
you
about
look?
murdering every day, all the time.
You go out look?
All the time. Pick up hookers almost every day.
And why didn't you do it then? That's
I know.
a stupid question, I know.
No, it's not a stupid question. I've asked myself that about 1,000 times because I didn't like it. I hated it. I didn't want to take anybody's life anymore. I didn't want to hurt anybody.
Some things we can't control. Yeah.
And then number two, I just liked her so much. I just wanted to take care of her. I wanted her to be with me. And I knew that wouldn't happen. She was being a bitch to me anyway.
And
As soon as I didn't have money, she's, oh, well, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you were nice as pie a minute ago, when you thought I had a pocket full of money.
Any particular thing you look for?
I just hunt. So it's like,
Well, I mean,
you look for the weak, you look for the ones that are alone, who don't have a pimp. You look for the ones who are all by themselves, You gotta make sure they look around when they're getting in the car, making sure nobody's watching.
how do you get these girls a house? Because the girls I know aren't going to be going places like that.
You offer them money. You don't do anything for money.
Remember how
You're just nice, you're charming, you're respectful, you act friendly. You fucking fake them out.
So you tackle her.
Yeah.
And
And she's like, okay, whatever.
okay.
I'm not gonna fight you, just whatever. Don't hurt me, okay? I'm not gonna hurt you. And I said, and if you do what I say, everything will be okay, and you can be on your way.
Okay.
And so I tackled her.
What does this girl look like?
Dark hair, longer. She had longer hair. I don't remember any tattoos or anything on her. And see, that's why I'm bummed out right now, because I'm afraid that you guys aren't gonna be able to figure out who they were.
What race was she?
Spanish.
Okay. Any no tats, anything distinguishable?
I think her teeth were a little messed up. I don't remember.
Age?
22, 24, 24-ish, I'm going to say. She had a whole bunch of albums, not with her, but she told me about her album collection. There was a lot of heavy metal, old rock and stuff.
When was this?
About a day and a half, 2 days after. About a day or 2 days. It might have been the very next day after Analia. I'm thinking it was like the day after that, though.
Okay. So you tackle her, she takes off her clothes on her own, is that
I
correct?
told her to.
You told her to,
Yeah,
but
she did.
she was cooperative.
Oh, yeah.
Then what happened?
We had sex.
Straight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, yeah, she gave me head too, several times. What the hell? See, Hazel was gonna come home, and I had to kill this girl. Oh, I ended up handcuffing her, and I handcuffed her, tied her feet, made her stay underneath the stairs. And I told her
What's underneath the stairs?
there was an old bed and stuff. It was all taken apart, but I knew nobody'd go back there, and Hazel wouldn't go back there. It's just like an opening.
It's not a room in itself.
No.
Okay.
No, it kind of is, but there's no door.
But there was a bed in there?
not a bed, just a bed frame, and it wasn't made up. You just asked me what was down there. Just some wood
Oh,
for a
okay.
bed frame. It's not like it was set up for this or anything.
So then what?
So then I told her, "You're gonna have to be quiet. My girlfriend's coming home, and if you make any noise, I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm gonna have to kill her, and I'm gonna have to kill myself." And I told her all these things, and she believed me.
Okay.
I told her I had to tell you, I have to close your mouth. She said, "I won't make any noise." I said, "I can't take that chance." I closed her mouth for her.
What'd you use to do that?
I'm thinking a bandana.
You're thinking you don't know.
I don't know. You have to understand when these things were going on, I couldn't even see. I was like blind. I couldn't hear very well. All my senses were gone except for, I don't know. Completely out of my fucking mind though. Just weird. Like possessed. Fully possessed. Fighting myself too. You have to stop. You have to stop. And I'd hold him and I'd comfort him and we'd cry. And I'd just hold him and hug him and I'd ask him about their life and I told him about mine and told him all my problems. And they seemed like they cared, but it was only because they were scared. And I just wanted them, and I felt so bad for them. I told them I felt so bad for them, and I was so sorry that they were in any kind of situation like this. And I was so sorry. And I told them, "Didn't your mother ever tell you don't get in a car with a stranger?" And they tried not to look at me. That's one thing I remembered. None of them wanted to look at me, and I told them it's okay. She was quiet all night. I checked on her from time to time.
How do you keep her in?
Handcuffs and tied her legs.
Was she handcuffed to anything?
No.
What do you tie her legs with?
A belt.
You gag her
Mm-hmm.
with?
Bandana, I think.
Okay. And you checked her when?
A lot. Like 5 or 6 times, I'd say, during the night.
Hazel's home?
Yeah, Hazel was home.
Hazel ever know what's up?
Not a clue.
Okay.
I told her I was thinking about killing people. I told her I had I needed help. I said, "Please help me. Please help me. Help me to help them so nobody else gets hurt anymore."
White buried Analia in the backyard of the house he shared with his girlfriend. He dug the hole in broad daylight behind a fence he'd built himself. His girlfriend came home every night, slept in the same house, and never knew there was a body 20 feet from her bedroom window.
So what happened then? You checked her 5 or 6 times through the night.
Yeah. Brought her some water. Several times because she was thirsty, and then she just kept sleeping. She was just trying to sleep, make it all go away or whatever. And I waited, and Hazel went back to work the next morning.
Where was she working then?
Had to be down south in the Denver Tech Center for the accounting office,
Okay.
like real estate accounting.
So what happened after she went to work?
I got her up, and we didn't have sex anymore. But we talked about everything, and we prayed. More praying. And I told her I had to kill her. And she said, no, you don't have to kill me. I'm not going to say anything.
That's the next morning?
Yeah. It's about noon. We watched a movie. I don't remember what movie. I fed him. I fed her, and just like stupid burritos in the freezer. And so I fed her. We talked, and then I told her to go back downstairs. I had to tie her up again because Hazel was coming home. But at this point, I knew I had to do something.
What time of day was this?
Hazel, I don't know, 5-ish.
Afternoon?
Yeah. We hung out all day.
Was she bound, tied?
Nope. I told her, if you run, you're done. She said, no, I'm not going to. And
So it's approaching 5 o'clock.
Hazel's coming home, and I'm like, what do? I want to let her go so bad. I just want all this to be over. I want it to be done, and I want to let her go, but I can't. Then Hazel's coming home, so we go back downstairs. I take her back down to the basement over by right where she had been laying, sleeping right by the end of the stairs. So I tell her I have to kill her. She looked me in the eyes and she just kept. I probably would have said the same thing. Just wait a minute. just saying anything. Just wait a minute. I said, I have to. I said, turn your head. And I put a belt around her neck. And I cinched it up. And prayed out loud, like yelling, praying.
While you're doing
Yeah. Because I knew Jesus was standing right there.
it? So you cinched it up, and what happened?
She died.
So where did you get rid of, quote, evidence every time?
First time I burned it all. I got away with it, I might add. But I didn't get away with it. Not in my heart, not in my soul.
Yeah.
And then the second girl, I took all of her clothes and fucking bag that had her blood on it, I put it in I'm pretty sure she's naked. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. And I put it in the dumpster at 1299 Harrison. While my friends were asleep.
Why didn't you put it in the plastic box, or the box? With her?
Because I was going to get rid of it and separate her from there's the second girl we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was going to get rid of her clothes, throw them all away, and hope that the dumpster guys just came and, didn't pay any attention.
Took the shit away.
Yeah. And they did.
Did you just leave her buried? Number 2?
Yeah, she's there.
So where?
I'll take you guys everywhere that I did everything. Oh, there's been a lot of kidnappings.
Girls off the street?
Yeah.
Girls working the street?
Yeah.
Any girls that weren't working
No.
the street? They're all working the street.
Every one of them.
You're sure that they're working the street?
Positive. Because that's kind of what sets me off, I guess, is when
What set you on?
we get in the car and then they ask me if I have a girlfriend or anything like that. I say yes. And yet I didn't. But they're still going to be with me. They don't care about people. They have no compassion. They don't care if they're going to spread a disease or anything.
So, kidnap, how many? And what constitutes to you kidnapping?
Forcefully taking somebody somewhere. There was a girl not too long ago. I left her ass up on Lookout Mountain, handcuffed.
Just kick her to the side of the
I
road?
told her to get the fuck out of the car.
Handcuffed.
Yeah, I said, do you want to live? And she's like, yes. She didn't have a shirt on.
So why were these different?
Because I've been trying to stop. Because I don't want to hurt anybody.
And I'm just trying to understand, okay? Because,
Me too.
believe me, I've talked to people, and I have come to know through those people that desire. That now I've been told that in golf that's all people think about.
Absolutely. I wake up and I think about it. I go
Thinking
through my
about
day.
killing?
Yes.
So why? Why not? After number 3 last October, well, before your birthday, why not any after that? Or was there after that?
There's family members that are upset. There are families that have no closure.
The
The
girls.
victims' families, yes, the girls' families. They have no closure. They're laying awake at night, wondering what happened to their baby, No matter how much they were fighting, no matter what kind of problems they had, they're still worried. I didn't want to put anybody else through that.
Okay,
I got 4 sisters, I don't
I
want.
understand.
I think about it when I wake up. I dream about killing.
Do you want to?
I don't want to kill anybody.
Okay. But is there something you... I don't want to put
God
this
tells me.
out there, Pete.
Basically, I think it's God telling me that everybody dies and everybody does something for a reason. Everybody dies for a reason, and it's always time when it's their time. And I told God, I don't want to be your tool to kill anybody because I don't have it in my heart. I used to think that maybe I did. At one time, I thought maybe I did. But I can't get it out of my head. I cannot get it out of my head at all. I wake up in the morning and I see death. I pray every morning for the girls all day long. I drive along. I'm sitting there with people and I'm just thinking about killing them. This is the end for me.
You never
mean-
kept anything.
Be straight with me. This is the end for me, right?
I'm
I know you're not
gonna
a
say.
judge. No, you can't say.
There's a lot of things that were taken into consideration.
Oh, I know. I should have had a
And,
lawyer
you know-
here and blah, blah, blah.
None of this stuff's been verified.
Put a shovel in the ground, what will it be?
Richard Paul White was charged with first-degree murder in the death of Jason Richard and multiple counts of murder for his 3 confirmed victims: Victoria Lynn Turpin, Analia Maria Gonzalez, and a third woman who was later identified, but for whose death White was not charged. Part of the plea agreement. By agreeing to lead detectives to the bodies and provide testimony, White avoided the death penalty. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. 2 of his claimed victims have never been found. Their names remain unknown. White avoided execution by offering to show detectives where the bodies were buried. He traded directions to graves for his own survival. His 3 confirmed victims, women who were strangled, prayed over, and buried in backyards and mountainsides, their families got remains. But 2 families got nothing. 2 women are still out there, and the man who killed them will die of old age in a cell instead of facing the sentence their deaths deserved. White targeted women he believed nobody would miss: homeless women, sex workers, women at the lowest point in their lives. And he was right. Nobody reported them missing. Nobody put up flyers. Nobody searched. White's own words: nobody cares about those people. He said it as an observation. It reads as an indictment. Because the reason Richard Paul White got away with murder for years wasn't his father's expertise or his own cunning. It was the fact that when certain women disappear, nobody asks where they went.